Alright, Becky and Luke here, and as you can see in front of me, I have the old Super Famicom box going here, and down below, I have the Sharp X68000 going. That thing's going really well. And you can also see the FM Towns 2 down here. Try and start this out, maybe. But yeah, the main thing that I wanted to show you here is another unit that I actually wound up getting. I'll turn this down a little bit. And that just happens to be this. This is the Sharp Famicom station. This is something that I've been wanting for a very long time. It is a quite unique and quite rare machine. But I'll go over some of the parts here, as much detail as I can. It's going to be a little bit tricky here because this thing is sandwiched in between my TV and my wall. If you go and take a look at it compared to the Super Famicom box, you'll notice that it basically dwarfs the Super Famicom box. This thing weighs almost twice as much, maybe even a little bit more than the Super Famicom box, and it is a monster. Well, what this thing is it's basically a hotel unit that was made by Sharp. You could find these in some of the hotels around Japan in the early 90s, late 80s. But it's a fantastic little box here. It has up to 15 slots where you can put games, and inside the slots here, each cartridge looks quite similar to a regular NES one. Now, in order to get into this thing, I had to do a lot of different stuff. On the side, there's a coin mechanism that's normally attached to it if you buy it just, you know, from old stock or in a warehouse or so. This one was actually sitting in a warehouse for a long time. And I contacted the guy, and he said he hadn't used it in a long time, but he figured that it worked. But it was in really, really rough shape. I actually took the whole the whole front panel off here and tried to clean that up a little bit. But it generally has a coin box on the side here. It's pretty bulky. And in order to get into this thing, if you don't have the keys, what you have to do is remove the coin box, remove all the screws from the outside, kind of tilt the top part here forward, and then remove the backs of these barrel hinges or barrel locks, and then you can finally get this thing open. But we'll take a look at this thing here. I actually have all of the backs off this thing here. And you can take a look at the inside here. This is the way that the carts are set up. They're each individually put into their own slots here. You can probably see in the back, maybe you can't, but it's basically an NES connector. These carts are very, very similar in look to the original NES carts as well. So if we pull one of these out, you can take a look at it here. It has Mario on here, and then it says the name of the game. This one actually is Wild Gunman. But the cart itself looks the same as a regular NES cart, but the biggest deal with these is the inside is different than a regular NES cart, which means that you can't use regular NES games with this system. If you try and put in a regular NES game and put it in any slot with these other games inside it, what it does when you first start it up is it goes through a system check to check all the carts. It'll instantly throw up an error saying that the cartridge is bad, and it'll say all carts are bad. So you can't use regular NES carts, you have to have these specialized carts. On the inside here, I was going to take this apart here, but didn't have any time, and I'm still using the iPhone here, but on the inside of the carts themselves, they actually have jumpers. There's a couple of jumpers, one for horizontal and one for vertical, and there's another jumper on there as well. But these are specially designed for this system. Now, the same basic concept, same basic games as the regular NES. You know, you just pop it in here and play some of that. But when you get these systems, generally they only come with about between 5 to 10 carts. If you're really lucky, you might be able to find one that has all 15, but it's pretty rare. And in general, it's really expensive. The main carts that these things usually come with are these here. Starting from the top here, the top left, this is Super Mario Brothers. Then under that we have Makai Muda, or Ghosts and Goblins. And we have, what is this? Senshi no Kami, which is Mercs, I believe. Then there's, what is this? Adventure Island, F1 Race, Wild Gunman, golf, pro wrestling, baseball, and mahjong. These are generally the main ones that will come with the system. There are a bunch of different games that have actually been released for this. Some of those are the rarer ones, for example, like Rockman or Mega Man. Also, let me see, Ice Climber, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, what is it, Hogan's Alley, Gradius. There's quite a few different games that were released for this system, and they're quite hard to find in general. But if you do come across them, you can pick them up and just slap them in here. It'll go through the check every time and show you which carts are going okay, which ones are bad, if there is any bad ones. There's a red light that flashes along each one of these when it goes through its cart test mode, and then when it's finished, it'll jump into the demo mode. On the front here, there's a basic lock system that's basically the same as the Super Famicom box. As you remember, I put up a video on that, on how to kind of get the insides all tweaked out or taken out so you can actually move this quite freely. You can go through a system check and see what kind of games are in there. You can do all sorts of different things with this system. Very similar to the Super Famicom box here. But it is a quite rare and unique system, and it's one that I've been wanting to get my hands on for quite some time. So, on the back of this, unfortunately, I can't show you right now because, like I said, this thing is very big and it's extremely heavy. But on the back, there is a dip switch. And it's a dip switch. It has dip switches 1 through 10. And on the back, with those dip switches, you can actually change the different game settings. For example, putting it on free play or putting it on coin use only. You can also change the demo, how long you want the demo to go. You can go 5 seconds to 20 seconds, and it'll show the demo each time. But I figured maybe you guys might want to take a look at this thing in action, so we'll turn this thing on here. Oh, one more thing to mention is it also does have a Zapper. It comes with a Nintendo Zapper, and that's kind of cool as well. That works with the Wild Gunman. But it'll only work on the CRT TVs, and right now I have this thing wired up to this, which is just a regular small LCD display. But let's flip this thing on here. Flip the switch as soon as I can find which one it is. There we go. And you can see here it'll say cassette check start, and it's on free play mode. And then if we go down here, you can see that the lights are lighting up on each side, and it'll continue to do this until it goes through the whole check. And then finally it'll say cassette check end, and then it'll go through its demo. A little bit of a similar intro there as the Famicom disk system, but and it'll, like I said, it'll do about right now I have it set to about 15 seconds. But with these older games and these older NES games, a lot of them didn't really have a demo mode. Some of them just sat on the main screen until you decided to press the start button. But see here, for example, Makai Muda, this one will just sit on this screen here until you press something. But if we press start here, you can go through here and up and down. It'll show you what games are in there. And you can see this one's Adventure Island, F1 Race, Wild Gunman, Golf, Pro Wrestling, Baseball, and then Mahjong. So yeah, you can go through here and choose whatever game that you want. Just press the start button when it's on free play mode here. So let's just put in Makai Muda. And press start here. Since I only have about a 10-minute limit here with my iPhone, this is probably going to be a little bit short, but just wanted to show you guys a little bit of a look at what the Famicom station looks like here. And it puts out a very beautiful display here. I mean, it's very clear, looks really, really nice. Compared to the old NES, it really has a sharp image. A sharp image. But yeah, just want to give you guys a little bit of a look at this monster here. You can see the gaming madness is slowly changing. It's kind of getting there. It's going to take a little bit longer, but hopefully I'll have this done here soon. But it's about all for me for right now. Like always, I'll put up another video here soon, so thanks for watching.